So I just figured this shit out just now, and it's fucking beautiful. I don't know if you guys can fucking hear me, but it's so fucking simple. Yo, I feel like every single belief or any philosophy that you have, any belief system that you decide to follow in your life in this day and age, the simple the better. Okay? Because, we change every single day. But I found these two elements that will stay timeless forever, as long as I exist, because every single day I'm growing, every single day I'm changing. But if I keep my focus on these two specific elements, then I'm good. And I believe anybody who is listening should be, taking what I'm about to say. It's very simple. You know how the truth is hidden in plain sight? This is one of those. Now, the two main elements everybody should be focused on is one, intellect, and two, desire. That's it. That's it. That's it. And it should be a balance between these two elements. Now, I'm going to tell you what happens if it's not a balance between these two elements. Now, one, if you have no intellect, but all you focus is on desire, then you can be easily manipulated by your desires itself. You can become trapped by your desires. You no longer have power over your desires. Your desires have power over you. And if someone sees that you have so much focus on desire, they can use that as bait to trap you into a situation where they have power over you because of your desire. Okay? Do not become a slave to your desire. Use your desire to manifest your reality. Period. Let me give you an example. Addicts. That's a beautiful example of one who put all their focus, all their energy, all their attention onto desire and nothing else. Okay? Addicts are a perfect example of becoming a slave to your desire. All right? Now, intellect. The extreme of intellect. If you have all intellect but no desire, there's not necessarily any movement. You can become bitter. You can become a cynic. And you could get to a point... Also, you can get to a point where you feel... You begin to develop a God complex. You begin to develop a Messiah complex. Where a separation, a chasm is created between you and other people because you believe that you are better than them. In reality, if you dig deeper and look within yourself, you are actually bitter and you actually want to live life desireless. You really want to manifest life, and you envy those who don't have the intellect that you have. You envy the fools who live life carefree because the intellect can become a burden. It could be something so beautiful as the intellect can be something so detrimental to your evolution. It can actually chain you to the reality because you have so much intellect that you resort to only discernment and judgment. That's the only thing you could do if it's not balanced. If you have an imbalanced intellect where it's more intellect than desire, then basically all you would do, you would get to a point where you just look at everything around you and you point at what's wrong. You critique everything. And then you begin to push people away because you're not manifesting your desires. And you're not able to co-create with people because you're not creating. You need desire to create. You need a balance between intellect and desire to create whatever you want to create. And if those who are around you are actually manifesting their desire, a chasm is built between you. Because what you're going to do is when you see someone manifest their desire, you're going to see what's wrong with it. And you're going to point out all the flaws because you have intellect. And even if it's right, it doesn't make the person feel right. It doesn't make the person feel good. So essentially, you will end up isolating yourself. You'll end up isolating and alienating yourself from those around you simply because you have focused so much on intellect. Okay? So now you see the shadow side of intellect. Okay? And you see the shadow side of desire. Now, if you can be able to bridge the gap between these two elements of desire and intellect, then you create. Okay? You're able to create. Since you have focused on your intellect, you're able to protect what you create. And since you have focus on desire, you are able to basically take that next step to manifest whatever it is that you desire into reality. It's magic, right? Any desire you have with intent brought into this world is manifested. Now, the reason why intellect becomes so important at this point after you manifest your desires, because you're not the only one with desires. You're in a reality where multiple people have desires. And if someone sees that you manifest something that they desire, they're gonna try to get what you manifest. Point blank. If you get a car, somebody might be envious of a car because they don't have a car, so they're gonna want to get a car. So you need intellect to be able to protect yourself and to be able to spot those around you with ill intent. Say, for example, if you desire a woman or a goddess in the flesh and you marry her, there might be those around you who want to covet your wife, who want to have that being for themselves. So what they'll do is try to divide and separate the two of you. So you need to have intellect to be able to stay on top of your game, to be able to communicate, to be able to protect yourself, to be able to call out whatever is on the forefront. If you put too much focus on the desire at that moment, then you're going to think everything is good and you're not able to see. You won't have sight. You feel me? So it's very beautiful, this discovery, because you really could just get everything you want. And if you think about it, if you have too much intellect over desire, then you may end up being depressed. You get me? You may get in your mind like, why the hell did I come to Earth, which is like the home of desire? Earth is like the arena of desire. People come to Earth just to manifest their desires. This is like the best place to come, because once you manifest it, it's here for a very long time, just to be quite frank with you. So if you have too much intellect over desire, then you might get depressed. It might lead into suicide, because you feel like, wait a second, I don't know what my purpose is. Why the fuck am I here? If nothing is going wrong, nothing is going right, all I see is just havoc and mayhem going all around here. And I've dug into a rabbit hole, and just by me digging into this rabbit hole, I'm able to see all the fuckery in this world, and I don't like it. So if you don't have desire, I know I might sound repetitive, but there's power in repeating something, okay? If you don't have desire, you won't be able to manifest what you want. If you have intellect to see what you don't want, how would you be able to manifest what you do want if you do not have desire? You feel me? It is so simple. It's beautiful. It's like, yo, it's the most freeing thing you could possibly do, because wherever you go, you will always bring intellect, and wherever you go, you will always bring desire. And every single move that you make, it's either adding on to what you desire or adding on to your intellect. So that's all I'm going to say. Food for thought. I wanted to keep this short. Happy Thursday. Today's the 11th. 11 is a very good number. And yeah, Avery Crane, Steppen, Steven, whatever you want to call me, I'm here for you. You know, it's a journey. Sometimes we get sidetracked, but there's so many different lanes on this path to success, on this path to reawakening, remembering, and just, you know, having a good time in the process. So peace. I want to say I love you. I think this is going to be my first video on YouTube or whatever social media I decide to put this on. And yeah, remember, desire, intellect, period. That's it. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it sweet. And let's go get this bag. Peace.